Light of the World, Learning English Through the Bible, Unit A2, 15.
Pray, review, and preview. Bible reading, God's covenant with Israel, Exodus chapter 19 through 34. Theme, education, pronunciation, ow, spelled O-U, and old. Grammar, spelling third person singular, irregular, has, does, says, and goes.
What do you see?
1. They learn at a trade school. 2. The students wear uniforms. 3. They take an exam, a test. 4. Pass. 5. Fail. 6. She gets her grades. 7. She takes an online class.
Listen and repeat. 1. A schedule. A schedule. He has a busy schedule. He has a busy schedule. 2. A dictionary. A dictionary. He looks up the word in a dictionary. He looks up the word in a dictionary. 3. A trade school. A trade school. He learns at a trade school. He learns at a trade school. 4. A gym. A gym. She works out at a gym. She works out at a gym.
Listen and repeat. 5. A uniform. A uniform. They wear uniforms. They wear uniforms. 6. A grade. A grade. He has a good grade. He has a good grade. 7. A certificate. A certificate. Sarah received an ESL certificate. Sarah received an ESL certificate. 8. An online class. An online class. She takes an online class. She takes an online class.
Listen and repeat. 9. An exam, a test. An exam, a test. They take an exam. They take an exam. 10. The truth. The truth. He tells the truth. He tells the truth. 11. To fail. To fail. He failed the test. He failed the test. 12. To lie. To lie. He lies to his father. He lies to his father.
Spelling third person present verbs. 1. Most verbs just add S. I lie, he lies. You work, it works. We fail, she fails. I see, she sees. 2. Verbs ending with a hissing sound, S, Z, X, C, H, or SH, add ES. You wash, she washes. I watch TV, he watches TV. We relax, she relaxes. We pass, it passes. 3. Verbs ending in consonant plus Y, drop the Y, and add IES. I study, he studies. We fly, it flies. They cry, she cries. You try, he tries.
Irregular third-person verbs. Subject. Have, go, do, say. I, you, have, go, do, say. He, she, it, the student, has, goes, does, says. We, they, the teachers, have, go, do, say.
Practice the present simple tense. Catch, dance, finish, study, have, say, go. For example, A, God says, love your neighbor. B, my dog, the disc. C, Sue, to wear a uniform at school. D, the student, to school every day. E, Adam, when he's happy. F, his online class at 3:00 p.m. G, she always, with a dictionary. Listen and repeat. Hi, Joe. I heard you're studying for a certificate.
Yes, I'm learning French because I work at a French bakery and I want to travel.
I want to learn French too. Are you taking online classes?
Yes, we have video calls, exams, and receive grades. I love that the class fits with my schedule.
How do you sign up?
You can sign up online. I will send you their website. Maybe we can be in a class together.
That would be great. Thank you for your help. Listen and repeat. 1, ow, spelled O-U. Out, shout. Loud, cloud, south. 2, old. Old, cold, told, hold, sold. A, I shouted loudly when I passed the exam. B, he told me it's cold and cloudy in the south.
Listen and repeat. A. Exam. The truth. They lied. A grade. He failed. B. Trade school. Language. Classes. Passes. Lying. C. Uniform, factory, languages, parking lot, families.
God's covenant with Israel. Exodus chapters 19 through 34. After God led the Israelites through the Red Sea, he led them through the desert to a mountain called Sinai. This was the same mountain where Moses once saw the burning bush. The people set up their tents at a place near the mountain.
God said to Moses and all the people of Israel, "You must always obey me and keep the agreement I am making with you. If you do this, you will be my own special treasure, a kingdom of priests and a holy people." For 3 days the people made themselves ready for God to come near to them. Then God came down to the top of Mount Sinai.
When he came, there was light and sound from the sky, smoke and sounds of loud trumpets. Then Moses went up the mountain alone. Then God made an agreement with the people. He said, "I am Yahweh, your God. It is I who saved you from being slaves in Egypt. Do not worship any other god."
Do not make other gods, and do not worship them, because I, Yahweh, must be your only God. Do not use my name in a bad way. Be sure to keep the Sabbath day a special day. In other words, do all your work in 6 days, for the 7th day is a day for you to rest and to remember me.
Honor your father and your mother. Do not murder anyone. Do not sleep with someone you are not married to. Do not steal. Do not lie about your neighbor. Do not want your neighbor's wife, his house, or anything that belongs to him. The people all agreed to obey the rules that God had given them. They agreed to belong to God alone and to worship only him.
God also told the Israelites to make a large tent, the holy tent. He told them exactly how to make this tent and what things to put in it. He told them to make a large curtain to make the tent into 2 rooms. God would come into the room behind the curtain and stay there. Only the high priest could go into that room where God was.
The people must also make an altar in front of the holy tent. Anyone who did not obey God's rules should bring an animal to that altar. A priest would then kill it and put it in the fire on the altar as a gift to God. God said that the animal's blood would cover that person's sins. In this way, God would not see that sin any longer. That person would become clean to God. God chose Moses' brother Aaron and Aaron's family to be his priests.
God wrote these 10 commandments on 2 stone tablets and gave them to Moses. God also gave the people many other laws and rules to follow. God promised to bless the people and take care of them if they obeyed these laws. But he said he would punish them if they did not obey them.
For many days, Moses stayed on top of Mount Sinai. He was talking with God. But the people got tired of waiting for him to come down the mountain, so they brought gold to Aaron and asked him to make an idol that they could worship instead of God. In this way, they sinned against God a lot.
Aaron made a gold idol in the shape of a young cow. The people began to wildly worship the god and give gifts to it. God was very angry with them because of their sin. God told Moses he wanted to kill them. But Moses asked God not to kill them. God listened to his prayer and did not kill them. When Moses went down from Mount Sinai, he was carrying the 2 stone tablets on which God wrote the 10 commandments.
When Moses saw the idol, he was so angry that he threw the tablets to the ground, and the stones broke into many pieces. Then Moses burned the idol and ground it into dust. He threw the dust into water and made the people drink the water. God sent a plague on the people, and many of them died.
Moses made new stone tablets for the 10 commandments in place of the ones that he broke. Then he went up the mountain again and prayed that God would forgive the people. God listened to Moses and forgave them. Moses came back down the mountain with the 10 commandments on the new tablets. Then God led the Israelites away from Mount Sinai toward the promised land.
Answer the questions. 1. What happened when God came to the top of Mount Sinai? 2. What did animal blood do to the sins of the person who brought the animal? 3. What did Moses do when he saw them worshiping an idol? 4. Why was it so bad that the people made an idol to worship? 5. Who or what do you worship? Why?
Hey, Adam, it's me, your old friend Mark. Your brother told me that you sold your house last week. Congratulations. Must be nice to move from the old house. The south side of the city is a perfect place for a new house. If you are free, I would love to catch up and have dinner with you this weekend. We could go out, or you can come to my house. It's getting cold, and my wife does a great job cooking hot meals. Anyway, let me know what works best for you. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Listen and answer the questions. 1. Who is Mark? 2. What happened last week? 3. Who told Mark about Adam's news? 4. Where is Adam's new house? 5. Is the south side a good place for the new house? 6. What does Mark want to do this weekend? 7. What is Mark's wife good at?
Role play, parent and teacher conference. A. Teacher. 1. Hello, Thank you for coming here. I'm so glad to have your son Tom in my class. 2. Do you help him with his homework? 3. Does he practice English at home? 4. Where does Tom study? What is his study schedule? 5. Does he have a dictionary at home? 6. Where does he like to go after school? 7. Does Tom tell you the truth about his exam grades? 8. Does he want to go to a trade school or university? 9. Do you have any questions about Tom's education?
Role play, parent and teacher conference. B. Parent. 1. Hi, It's nice to meet you. Tom enjoys your class. 2. Tom's eyes are not very good. Can he sit closer to the board? 3. What does he have to improve? 4. How many exams does Tom need to take? 5. Can he take your class online if he is sick? 6. What does he say in class? 7. Does he get along with his classmates? 8. Will he get a certificate at the end of the year? 9. What can we do at home to help him learn?
Moses walked across the desert. Moses prayed to God above. He led God's people out of Egypt and told them of his love. Moses walked up the mountain and walked down with God's commands. Then they walked around for 40 years to reach the promised land.
One A. Homework. Write about the pictures with third-person present verbs. For example, 1. He has a certificate for completing the English class.
1B. Homework. Write about the pictures with third-person present verbs.
2. Write the present tense of have, do, say, or go. A. I not want to forget my homework again. B. We to wear uniforms, but they look good on me. C. He to school online and it's easy. D. Emily 3 dictionaries, but she not use them. E. The teacher enough tests. F. She an easy schedule this month. G. The young student he not like taking exams. H. He to the gym on Saturday to exercises.
3. Write questions and ask your partner. Questions. Answers. For example, 1. Which language do you like? Why? I like Japanese because it's cool. 2. Do you prefer in-person or online? 3. Lie or always tell the truth. 4. School subject. 5. Wear a uniform. 6. Schedule. 7. Fail an exam.
4. Answer and say the sentences. Mark the ow and old sounds. For example, A. How old are you? I am 21 years old. B. When do you fold your clothes? C. When did you spend a long time looking at the clouds? D. Are you from the north or south part of your country? E. Have you ever told on someone? F. Do you like going out or staying in?
5A. Order the sentences from 1 to 7. Moses prayed for forgiveness, and God forgave the people. Aaron made a golden idol, and the people worshipped it. The Israelites set up their tents near Mount Sinai. Moses burned the idol and ground it until it became dust. God wrote the 10 Commandments on stone tablets. God came down to the mountain with smoke and loud trumpets. God led the people toward the promised land.
5B. Answer the Bible story questions. 1. What was your favorite part of the Bible story? Why? 2. What surprised you about it? 3. Which person in the story is most like you? Why? 4. What did you learn from the story? 5. How do you think it applies to your life? 6. What are 2 questions you have about the story?
6A. Choose one verse to memorize. A. So now I tell you to obey my commands and keep my agreement. So if you do this, you will be my own special people. The whole world belongs to me, but I am choosing you to be my own special people. Exodus chapter 19, verse 5 from the ERV. B. But if we confess our sins, God will forgive us. We can trust God to do this. He always does what is right. He will make us clean from all the wrong things we have done. 1 John chapter 1, verse 9 from the ERV.
6b. Homework. Choose one verse to memorize and read the next verses. C. The Lord is kind and merciful, patient and full of love. Psalm 145, verse 8 from the ERV. Read the next lesson's Bible verses, Exodus chapters 16 and 17, Numbers chapters 10 through 14, chapter 20 and chapter 27, and Deuteronomy chapter 34 in your language.
7a. Read and answer the questions. Good morning, Mr. Wright. I am entering my last year of classes at Summit's Trade School, studying plumbing. I have good grades and always do well on my exams. I like to work with my hands. I want to do plumbing work near my home. I would like to ask you some questions about my classes and jobs in our town. I appreciate your advice as the head instructor of the plumbing program. Would you be available for a meeting next week? I know you have a busy schedule. I am free on Monday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Thursday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Please let me know what works best for you. You can email me at joander@sts.edu or call me at 630-555-2987. Thank you, Joe Andrews.
7b. Homework. Answer the questions in complete sentences. A. What is the purpose of Joe's email? B. What school does Joe go to? What is he studying? C. Who is Mr. Wright? D. What questions does Joe want to ask Mr. Wright? E. Is Joe a good student? How do you know? F. What does Joe want to do in the future? G. What information would you add or delete from Joe's email?
8. Writing. Write a paragraph about your favorite class. Tell at least 3 reasons why you liked the class and what you learned.
9. Homework. Now I can talk about education. I can understand, say, read, and write the 12 vocabulary words. I can spell third-person plural verbs and use has, says, goes, and does correctly. I can understand that God made a covenant with Israel.
Closing prayer.